Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Zemo the Dad in DPS, and we are back with another video. Now, today is not an episode of Scrip My Pants, but instead a legendary crafting video. If you didn't know, the pit is now released, and with it we have a lot of new-ish weapons that can be legendaries. And we're going to craft some of them and see what we get. And I'm using quite a lot of modules. But before we get into it, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. So the first thing we're going to try and craft is the auto axe. As you can see, we have 260 modules, and yeah, depending on what we get, depends on what we're going to craft in terms of the amounts. I have a bunch of different rippers, I have some drills, I have some chainsaws. We're just going to see what we can get and see if we can get anything cool. If we do get anything cool, I'll probably move on to another weapon, but we'll see what happens. So first up, Aristocrat's auto axe, power attack damage, 1 agility. Now I'm definitely going to keep that one because that's actually not a bad damaging version. Power attack is exactly what I wanted on there. Bottom effect, I'm actually not really sure what I want. Okay, Aristocrats, swing speed, 1 strength. That's also a kind of decent one to get. Swing speed isn't the worst effect, and 1 strength is always good on what is essentially a melee weapon. So 2 relatively decent pulls so far. Bloodied auto axe, 25 damage while standing still, 90% reduced weight. Damage while standing still, while not the best effect, with this weapon it could work quite well because, yeah, you're doing a lot of damage on Earl and the Queen when they land if you're using that. So that is actually not too bad of an effect, but I would have preferred the bashing damage because apparently it is one of the best effects for it. Come on, something, give me vampire. Hunters, that is definitely not good. Melee blocking damage is blech. And the 1 strength is the only good effect on there. That will get re-rolled if we run out of auto axes. Let's see. Junkie's auto attack, reflect, and breaks 50% slower. Same reason the other one was bad. Junkies is the only good effect on there as far as I'm concerned. Break 50% slow is okay, but it's not what I want to get on there. Realistically, what I'm wanting is vampires, power attack or swing speed, and then 1 strength. Anti-armor, damage while standing still, and less damage while power attacking. Now, less damage while power attacking is actually, when I'm looking at this, OP as absolute hell. Jesus Christ. This is a really good weapon. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, what the hell? Juggernauts, faster swing speed, 1 strength. That is a good weapon for going full health, I suppose. I need to test that out and see how well it goes. But yeah, funky. Very funky. Unfortunately, this is a bloodied build, but, you know, I can always swap it to that. Ghoul Slayers, VATS, crits, 1 strength. That's a bad one. 1 strength is the only good effect on there as far as I'm concerned. Ghoul Slayer, you do not need Ghoul Slayer. And VATS crits, I'm not going to be using this in VATS very often, I don't think. Then boop, 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 boop. Nocturnal, VATS crits, 90% reduced weight. For all the same reason the previous one wasn't that great. The reduced weight's good because, again, reducing the weight of any piece of kit is a good idea. But yeah, it's not what I want to see, unfortunately. Next up, Aristocrats auto axe with replenish action points with each kill, 1 agility. Now, this one's actually okay because this does use AP as you use it, so getting the action points back is going to basically mean you can run it forever. Not the best in terms of damaging effects, but a vampire one with replenish action points with each kill would actually be quite a sustainable weapon, and probably the version that I would want for it. Though against bosses it wouldn't be quite as usable. Hunters, 40 swing speed and damage while blocking. It's basically Scrip. Absolute pants. Not a fan of it whatsoever. Come on. Gourmands, VATS crits, 1 endurance. Now, endurance isn't a bad effect on this type of weapon. Endurance is definitely a decent effect. Gourmands, not the effect I kind of would want on there, but the middle effect is just bad as far as I'm concerned. So overall, it's okay. Like, the top effect, Gourmands isn't bad, but endurance isn't bad. But VATS crits is bad for this weapon, unfortunately. So next, yet to get a vampire one, sadly. Zealot's auto axe, damage while standing still, VATS action point cost. Yeah, this one's basically Scrip as well. Zealot's ruins it for me, and the other two, well, while the middle effect is okay, the bottom effect just doesn't gel for how I want to use this weapon, unfortunately, which is kind of sad. Next, we have Bloodied Auto Axe, just faster swing speed and action point cost. This isn't a bad version. The bottom effect is useless as far as I'm concerned. Faster swing speed does have some utility, but it's not the best effect to go on there. So yeah, a little bit disappointed with that. Next up, what do we have? Anti-armor, more power attack damage, breaks 50% slower. This is a good roll. More power attack damage with anti-armor means this is going to get the most damage it can possibly get out of that. I would have preferred that damage reduction while power attacking the bottom, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Either way, definitely some good rolls there. So what we're going to do is go with the chainsaw now and see what we can get. Ghoul Slayer's Chainsaw, power attack damage, VATS crits. Now, power attack damage, great. Ghouls, no. And then the bottom effect is bad. So that's basically Scrip, as far as I'm concerned, unfortunately. Then we have Assassin's Chainsaw, VATS crits, 1 agility, also Scrip, also 100% Scrip. Come on. Hunter's, Jesus Christ. Hunter's Chainsaw, limb damage, and damage while blocking. Scrip. Scrip, 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 Scrip. Oh. Bloody Chainsaw. Melee damage while blocking, and less damage while blocking. Bad. Very bad. The Bloodied's the only good effect on there. The rest of it is just absolutely atrocious, sadly. This game does not want me to get a good chainsaw. Ghoul Slayer's Chainsaw, standing still damage, and damage while blocking. Oh, why, God? Why? Why? Just why? Why? No. I never get any luck. Well, I say that, I get plenty of luck. Mutant's Chainsaw, faster swing speed, reduced weight. Now this one is not a bad weapon. Mutants is a decent damaging effect, it's not the worst. 25% extra damage. Faster swing speed, while it's not the most optimal effect, it does bring some damage. And reduced weight. Reduced weight's always good in the sense of, you know, things aren't heavy. But is it what I wanted? No. No, it is not. No, it is not in the slightest. Come on. Mutant Slayer's Chainsaw, damage while standing still, 1 strength. I suppose a good West Tech weapon, but outside of that, I'm very annoyed. Sad face. So what we're going to do is go for legendary drills now. Let's see if we can get something good. That's definitely not good. Troubleshooter's Drill, damage while standing still, 1 endurance. That's not what I wanted to see, unfortunately. I do have other drills, so we'll get this one. Come on. Mutant Slayer's Drill, damage while standing still, 1 strength. Very sad. Very, very sad about that. I'm not happy. Yeah. I mean, Mutant Slayer's is just a bad effect. The other 2 effects are okay, but Mutant Slayer's just ruins it for me because I don't want to go to freaking I don't want to go to West Tech with Mutant Slayer's weapons. So we'll try some Rippers and then we'll probably make some more auto axes and try and roll a better one of them. Junkie's Ripper, damage while standing still, 1 agility. A decent little pull. It's not the worst effects that I've ever got on a weapon. Junkie's is a decent damage effect. Damage while standing still is okay. 1 agility is not what I kind of want, but you know, it's better than a kick in the head. And the melee, the top 2 effects are the main ones that you want to get something good on. So, you know, decent, but still not that power attack damage. Okay. The first vampire weapon, sadly, reflect melee damage while blocking and then reduced weight on there. Vampire's great at this type of weapon, but the other 2 effects really, really disappoint me. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be blocking with this weapon. The reduced weight's good because it doesn't take up a lot of space, but ideally I want vampire and with a bunch of different effects, essentially. Suppressors, reflects melee damage, and 1 endurance. This is the worst one so far. Absolute pants. That's going in the script bin for certain. Absolutely for certain. Okay, this one is good. This one is really good. Anti-armor Ripper, 40% more power attack damage, and take 40% less damage whilst power attacking. This is going to be fun to use. This is, as far as I'm concerned, a god roll for what it is. Because if the Ripper is constantly power attacking, then surely taking less damage while power attacking is very good. I don't know if that's how this works, but if it is, I'm very happy with this. I could be wrong. The bottom effect might be still trash, but if it's not, this is going to be amazing. Now, I'm tempted. How many I've got? I've got 2 more Rippers. I will craft the 2 more Rippers, then we'll go back to auto axes. Furious Ripper, replenish action points with each kill, and take less damage while power attacking. This one's actually not bad either. Furious with this weapon, this is going to ramp up to its max damage really quickly. Replenish action points with each kill is going to keep it from being able to run out of AP, and, you know, less damage while power attacking in theory should work really well with this weapon. I'm actually not quite okay with that. Quite okay with that. It's a good way to sustain your AP for definite. And last with that, Exterminators, replenish action points for each kill, 25% less action point cost. So I'm just going to craft a bit more auto axes and then we'll roll some more of them. Alright, we're back with some more auto axes and we'll see what we get. Furious, VATS crits, VATS, blah blah blah. Now this one's bad. The VATS crits stuff just isn't going to work. So yeah, that's pretty much Scrip. Next up, Berserkers, faster swing speed, damage while blocking. Some people will say, oh, your armor's always broken. Use the Berserkers one. Faster swing speed's okay, but the bottom effect really is not, unfortunately. Then we have... Ooh. Oh, goddammit. Vampires, VATS crits, 1 agility. Vampires, really good effect on this. VATS crits, no. 1 agility, disappointing. Give me vampires with something I actually want, please, game. Oh, this is not going to be good. Suppressors, power attack damage, breaks 50% slower. Why suppressors? Just why? Why? Why couldn't that middle effect be on the previous one? Oh, no. It's just so bad. It's so bad. Why does it keep jumping all the way back down there? It's kind of annoying. Bloodied, swing speed, damage while blocking. It's an okay one. It's not the best group of effects, but the swing speed and bloodied definitely work together to an extent. Come on. Instigating, not a good effect. Replenish action points for each kill. And blocking. This is Scrip of the highest caliber, unfortunately. It's really disappointing when you get something like that and then you pretty much are forced to Scrip it. Juggernauts, standing still damage, and action point cost. Again, action point cost is a wasted effect on here. Juggernauts is okay, but obviously it all just depends on the build and whatnot. Standing still is okay, but I would much prefer that power attack damage because it is 40% damage and I can move around with it. Furious, yet again, with that. Did I not just get that? That is really annoying. It's Furious with double crit. Absolute pants. Suppressors, power attack, 1 endurance. Keeps giving me suppressors with power attack. It's really, 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 really infuriating. Just, yeah, really infuriating. I'm getting to a point where I can't actually script all of this stuff because it's going to take me weeks. Vampires, auto axe, limb damage, breaks 50% slower. I'm not too happy about that, but you know, it's better than some of the other ones. Limb damage is not an effect I really wanted. Breaks 50% slower is always a decent little effect that you can potentially get though. Yeah, we keep getting stuff I kind of want, but not the thing that I really want. That I really, really want. This proves crafting's a piece of crap. Berserker's auto axe, damage while standing still, 1 endurance. Why, game? Why? It's actually a decent roll. It's not a bad roll. It's just Berserkers is just... Anti-armor, VATS crits, damage while blocking. Anti-armor's the only good effect on there. The rest of it is just very meh, sadly. Then next we come to... Gormon's auto attack. Oh, this one's actually a really good roll. Gormon's auto axe, power attack damage, 1 endurance. This is good for all the reasons that any damaging effect is good. The 1 endurance provides you with more defense, so it is good in that sense as well. So it is a good damaging auto axe. Maybe good for fighting like Earl and whatnot, but we'll see that in the future, because I'll probably test it. Thank you, God. Now, Vampire's Auto Axe, power attack damage, bottom effect, completely irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. Completely irrelevant. It's an absolute terrible effect to be on there, but those first 2 effects provide this with what I want. Vampires is going to make me nigh immortal. Power attack damage is going to give me some decent DPS. So I am very, very happy with that. I'm very happy with that weapon indeed. So yeah, we'll finish off crafting the rest of the auto axes that I have crafted, and then we'll use it to the rest of them to try and turn chainsaws and drills or rippers into something useful. Assassin's auto axe, replenish action points for each kill, 1 agility, pants. Really pants. It's going in the script bin for definite. Next up we have the Hunter's auto axe with replenish action points for each kill and reduce weight, also pants. Sorry for the cuts that I'm putting into this tonight, guys. My kids are about and they are being noisy, and they only are noisy when I start recording. When I'm not recording and I tell them to be quiet, they literally then wait until I start recording again. It's really annoying. Ghost Slayer's damage, VATS crits, action point cost, pants. All of the VATS related effects I just don't think work with these weapons in general. So yeah, not great. I'm sure we have one more auto axe to craft, and then the rest of the mods are going to be going into trying to create something. Yeah, Assassin's auto axe, melee damage blocking, and VATS crits. Pants, absolute pants. So we're going to craft some stuff that we've already used, and see if we can get something good out of them. Alrighty, so looking for the stuff. The chainsaw I want to re-roll will be this one. So let's see what we get. Instigating chainsaw, replenish action points for each kill, 1 endurance. That's getting re-rolled yet again. Junkie's chainsaw reflects melee damage while blocking. Critical meter. No, not interested in that. We'll re-roll that yet again. Mutant Slayers, faster swing speed, endurance. Mutant Slayers, you know my opinion. Well, actually, I'll keep that one just for going into Westek, and we'll go to the. There was a Hunter's one, so we'll change this and see what we get. Junkies, replenish action points with each kill, 1 agility. Now this one I cannot Scrip because that one's actually useful. Replenish action point with each kill with Junkies does work in tandem. So we're going to get the instigating one that I've got sitting here. We're going to turn that into something. I think Genkai gave me this one after it dropped. See if we can get something good. Nope. Assassins, limb damage, 1 strength. Executioners reflect melee damage back while blocking, 1 endurance. Now, well, Executioners is a great effect. First time we've seen this effect today. The blocking just ruins it, makes it not really great. So we're going to go again. Okay, this one we'll keep. Vampire's Chainsaw, damage while standing still, and breaks 50% slower. I'm not going to risk re-rolling this one again. We're going to keep this one, and we'll move on to another one and see if we can get something better. And then when we get to 40 mods, we'll move on to the drill and use the rest of the mods on that. But we'll just keep trying to get a better chainsaw until we are completely happy. There's a Ghost Slayer's chainsaw here. We have 2 more modules to use on this. That's Pants Nocturnal with VATS crits. 1 more. Gourmands, damage while standing still, and less blocking damage. So yeah, not what I kind of wanted, but you know, it is what it is. And what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the drills. Now I just need to find a drill. I have so many weapons now. It's so stupid. Yeah, do I want to do that one or do I want to get another one? This is the problem when they're all get different things. We'll go for the troubleshooter's drill because I hate troubleshooters. And let's see what we get. Hunter's drill, replenish action points with each kill, 1 agility. No thank you. Hunter's drill, damage while standing still, VATS critical meter. I said no thank you. Anti-armor drill, melee damage while blocking and breaks 50% slower. Again, unfortunately, no thank you. I'd say it's Scrip. I'm not going to Scrip it. I've got too much weapons on me at the moment. Assassin's Drill, melee damage while blocking, and less power attack damage. Less damage while power attacking. Yeah, bottom effect, really good. Middle two effects, top and middle effects, pants. Exterminator's Drill. Why? God, why? Reflects 50% of melee damage while blocking, take 15% less damage while blocking. Sad day for drills. Exterminate is giving me like all the worst effects. Junkie's Drill, replenish action points with each kill. Power attack, this one I'm keeping, so I'm gonna re-roll the other one. Yeah, Junkies is a good effect. Replenish action points with each kill is a good effect. And the damage while power attacking, I assume, is a good effect on this. Technically could be seen as a form of god roll. So we will roll a couple more drills, if I can find the one that I want to re-roll. This is a real problem. I have so much crap in my inventory now. I'm literally going to be scripping things for days. Absolute days. Where is the other drill? Come on, game. I might cut a bit here and go to another edit while I find this drill. That's the drill I had. Where's the drill? Was it a Mutant Slayer's drill? It was. Bugger this drill. Let's just change it. Ghoul Slayers, standing still damage, and less power attack damage. Yeah, Ghoul Slayers is pants, so no. Zealot's Drill, damage while standing still. VATS action point cost. I think I can safely say no to that. Gourmand's Drill, faster swing speed, VATS action point cost. Yeah, let's just go for one more. Come on. That just made it worse. Gourmand's Drill, VATS, crits, VATS action point cost. Sad day. I'm not sure what our top picks are tonight, but let's have a look at them. So, with tonight's thing, I'm not going to have a top pick or definite kind of thing, because I don't necessarily know what's going to be my top pick. I'm just going to pick my favourite ones for tonight. So the first up is the Vampire Auto Axe with 40% more power attack damage and the VATS critical meter. Now the VATS critical meter is irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. That's why it is not like the first, well, it's not the last thing I'm picking. Vampires with power attack damage, great. Chef's kiss. Absolutely fantastic. This thing is going to shred things. It's going to do what I need it to do. It is going to be an amazing weapon. It's not the perfect weapon, but it's going to be amazing. Next one is going to be the Vampire Chainsaw with damage while standing still and breaks 50% slower. For the exact reasons the other weapon was good. Now I find that the damage while standing still, while not as good as the power attack damage, is not a bad effect. This is going to allow me to stand in front of Errol and the Queen and just rip them. I continually rip them. So it is a decent weapon pool. The Vampire is always going to be good on these types of weapons, and this is just going to allow me to stand there for ages and just slice and dice. So yeah, if I'm standing still, combine that with things like Sentinel's effects, you're going to be definitely immortal. Now, next little pick is going to be the Furious Ripper with the replenish action points with each kill and the taking less damage while power attacking. Now, if the taking less damage while power attacking does work in the way it should technically work, because these are considered power attacks, then this is basically a 40% damage reduction while attacking. I don't know if it does. That is something that requires testing for me, and I don't recall anybody talking about it, or me even seeing anybody talking about it. So either way, Furious on a weapon like this, it has a fast ramp up speed to that max damage. It makes it very viable. You're not AoEing with it, so yeah, it is actually really good on this weapon. So we'll see what happens with it. We also have the Anti-Armor Ripper with the 40% more power damage and the 40% less damage while power attacking. Now again, if these effects all work in tandem, this is just going to allow me to stand there and do max damage on something. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm really curious how it works in general, and I just love this little thing. I'm so happy with what we got today, even though I spent like an absolute ton of modules. There's so much crap, but there's also so many cool things, and yeah, it makes me a bit chuffed. So that was today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to support the channel further, you can buy our merchandise, as you can see on the screen, at the Teespring link down below, as well as our super thanks button on all of our videos. On top of that, we also have our coffee QR code on screen, and you can become a channel member. And on the note of the members, let's thank them. So first off, we'll start with thanking our chosen undad. We have Goldie, Dealfane Gaming, the BDP, Bubba Doodle Mom, Scott S, TFE Archive, Philip Duda, Call, PT Buns, Devilman Games, and Peggy Midnight, as well as our dad's army members, White Blackburn Mowers, me, Colin G, Matasbo, Numpty, Sickleman, James Colshard, Prophet 7. Back, Country Boy Stevens, Reaper Gaming 92, Vectrix, Evil Rat, Volleyballers and Afra, Blue Eagle Productions, and Prince Julius. Big thanks to each and every one of you. Your support is absolutely fantastic, and I love each and every one of you. So yeah, today's video, successful. There's a lot of good stuff and a lot of crap and a lot of scrip. Either way, guys, I'll catch you next time in the wasteland.